Hi guys, it's Winifred, and yeah, Happy New Year. Guys, I kind of want to start out by saying thank you. Just thank you so much for welcoming me into the YouTube community, watching my videos, sharing them. Your words of kindness they just warmed my heart. Yeah, just thank you in general. I mean, you make me want to do more videos, and the community in general is just so welcoming. And yeah, I'm just so looking forward to 2015. I've only been doing videos now for I want to say I made my first video the end of May, so that gives me a little over 6 months that I've been making videos. And guys, thanks to you all, I am right now over 500 subscribers, and you know, I couldn't have done it without you all, your kind support, so thank you so much. But having said that, in 2015, I'm really looking forward to just improving upon the channel and bringing different content than I did, you know, the first 6 months. I mean, I'm going to still obviously talk about makeup and do the makeup baskets and all that kind of thing, but having my brother on has, and you all's positive comments about that, what I want to do this year, I think I want to bring some of my friends on, certainly have Winston back, and you know, just see what I can do in that way, because I'm sure you're probably tired of looking at just my face. But yeah, it's really fun. I love doing it. So thank you very much. Now, okay, moving on from that. You know, every year I always say I have these New Year's resolutions. You know, I'm gonna lose more weight, I'm gonna save money, I'm gonna watch where my money is going, yada yada yada. Okay, well, this year I am really going to do that, and I'm going to ask you all to help me, as I will help you. Now, as I've said before, I am on a no-buy as far as makeup, and doing that makeup collection really just brought it all home to me that, yeah, this is a little out of control. And it could be overwhelming. And when I'm looking at all the makeup, I'm saying, well, I'm not really getting the use out of all this makeup because I keep buying. So what I'm going to do is really dabble into the makeup I have and just jump out of my realm of everyday, because, you know, for me at least, it is so very easy to go with what I know every day. You know, I use the Urban Decay Primer Potion for eye base, but I've got so many others that I neglect because I just get comfortable using that. Yeah, I like Sis by MAC as my new, you know, lippy, but I've got so many other new lippies that I need to experiment with, and some of the ones that I might not like as much, see if I can mix it, and then if I can't mix it and I still don't like it, then I need to get rid of it. You know, I really need to empty out what I have, and that's not saying by no stretch of the imagination that, you know, later on in the future that I'm not going to buy makeup. I'm not going to say that. That would be a little crazy. What I am saying is that I'm going to be wiser with my makeup choices, because at least I know with me, I am a nudie girl at heart. I do know that, okay? But what I used to do is, you know, you go to MAC, you go to Dior, you go to all the different counters, and you see all the pretty colors in their pots, and you're like, oh, that is a beautiful color. And I would be the sucker for, okay, that's a beautiful color, so I'm gonna buy it, and I buy it and I don't wear it, okay? Because it's not a color that I am going to use on the regular. I'm just not gonna do it. So I have been pretty successful with this as far as me not buying I've been pretty successful with that for probably about 6 or 7 months now, not buying the makeup that I'm not going to use. So I'm not really, I like purples and they look pretty in the pot, but realistically speaking, if I wear it, I'm not wearing it that often. It's not a color that I'm going to put on my eye every day. You know, I'm much more of a like a raisin girl. Something like this, because I kind of put this in the category of a neutral to me. So as far as like the bright purples and all that kind of thing, it's not really something I'm gonna reach for every day, although I might do it on occasion if I'm going somewhere and I'm matching up an outfit. So I will say this, and I went on that rant to say this, is that, do you all remember these? These are MAC paints, and they're a base, like the paint pots, you know, like your Urban Decay Primer Potion. And I have like 9 of these in my makeup collection, and I don't use them as much. So what I'm going to do, instead of leaving these in my makeup dresser, I'm going to put these in my vanity to remind me to use these. So that's one thing that I'm going to do this year, is bring out my items. I mean, in addition to doing my makeup basket, bring out my items that I don't use and put them in my vanity so that they're within eye vision of me. I can see it every day and don't forget about it. I love Smashbox primer for my face. I am going to start using up some of these samples that I have, like the Laura Mercier. So instead of me, like as soon as I run out of my Smashbox, running to get refill the Smashbox or ordering it, I'm going to start using these, which I like. I like this Laura Mercier foundation primer. I like it in radiance and also in the bronze, so I'm going to start using more of those just to work myself through a lot of this. You know, I love Comfort, Max Comfort Highlight. I use this on a daily basis. I love it, love it, love it. It's discontinued, but you know, I'm going to go back to some of my old faves, like the Fashion Fair Golden Lights, which is equally beautiful, but because I love the comfort so much, I reach for that every day, and I don't show this any love. So yeah, I'm gonna go back to this, start using that, and my other highlights that I have. Guys, look at all these pencils. I've got pencils galore, okay? So what do I normally do when I run out of my standby, stayed and true, Urban Decay Zero? I usually run right out and replenish it. Okay, well, you know, there's some other colors that I could be using, like this blue. I can use this to line, and I think, you know, if it's deep enough, depending upon what kind of job you have, you could wear this to work. I mean, I've worn like navy blue liners to work before in the past. I'm gonna start using the browns. I'm gonna start using like these. Obviously this is not a work, you can't wear this to work depending upon where you work at, but you know, I like funk it up a little bit on the weekends. You know, start using some of my funkier colors so that it's not just sitting here. My lip liners. I've got tons of lip liners. Now granted, I am a nudie girl lip. However, I still have tons of nude liners that I could get through, you know. Mix it up with my lipsticks. Like today, for instance, guys, I used a combination of the Smashbox Light Brown, which I love, and I used the Strip Down. Now what I did was I lined my lips with the Strip Down because that's a little bit more brown and a little deeper in shade than this Smashbox one. And I filled my lips in with the Smashbox one. And guys, y'all know I love the palettes, so I'm good for emptying out my lippies and putting them in palettes. I used these two lippies today, and they're both MAC shades. So I am going to really actively try to, no, not try, because I think if I use the word try, I'm setting myself up for failure. I'm going to actively use the lip pencils, different lippies, different eyeshadows and items that I have. Now today, what I did with my eye is I used all Bobbi Brown shadows, and I did kind of like a monochromatic eye look. I used all of her shadows, and guys, when I start back doing the tutorials, when I say what color I used, you know what? Don't ever feel, and I've said this before, don't ever feel like you have to run out and get that shade. If you have, like say for instance, I'm using the charcoal, and I used the charcoal today to line my eyes. If you have a charcoal, by all means use that. Don't feel like you have to go out and get a Bobbi Brown charcoal. You know, use what you have. That's going to be my theme this year. Use what you have, make it work. How Tim Gunn says it on Project Runway, make it work. If your gray is not deep enough, think about it. Maybe you could mix it with a black eyeshadow to deepen up that gray, to give it more of a charcoal, a deep charcoal look, you know? Like, okay, I used one of these on my eyelid, but it was not quite light enough. Yeah, this one, gray. I use this on a transition, in my transition area, and it wasn't quite light enough. Excuse me for reaching back. So what I did was grab my Lorac Pro palette, which I don't use and I plan on using, and I just dabbed into this silver and mixed the two to make it a lighter shade, and that gave me my lid shade. So I mean, these are things that we already know and we already do. These are things that we already do, but it's just like just doing more of it so that we can get through some and utilize some of this makeup. So what I did today, like I said, I used all of these different shades of gray from Bobbi Brown to achieve this eye look. And I say that to say, guys, I have forgotten how much I really love using gray. I mean, I actually love the color on my eyes. It makes your eyes look brighter because it's kind of got like, if you get a gray that kind of has that nice blue undertone, even like this gunmetal here has a nice blue undertone, it brightens up your whites, just like, because it has a little more blue in it, just like if you use a red that has a little more blue in it, lippy, that brightens up your teeth versus one that has a little more yellow in it. So I am really just going to delve into a lot of what I already have. And, you know, instead of using my standby, tried and true Painterly paint pot or something like that, I used one of my paints, one of my MAC paints today. So that is my, you know, that is my whole thing to do this year, is to really utilize what I have. And it's not just with the makeup, guys. I kind of started this whole idea of being functional a couple of years ago when we actually first started remodeling everything and renovating everything. It's like I was saying in my bathroom, I haven't sat in the bathtub in years. Why have one? You know, I take showers every day. So we made what was our shower area, we made that into a linen closet, making it more functional because I can keep the towels in there. And I made what was the bath area, the shower area. I have piano in my family room. My brother and I haven't played the piano since we were in elementary school. Why continue to have the piano? Because it's a pretty looking furniture for sentimental reasons? No. We gave it to our cousin who will use it and appreciate it. He sings and he plays piano. So we started doing this a while ago. We have 4 bedrooms in our house. So it's like, why would we have, he sleeps upstairs, I sleep downstairs. So it's like, why would we have 2 additional bedrooms that we have full bedroom sets in when we don't use them? We don't need them. So then that's when I got the idea to make this a makeup room, because I don't like looking at the clutter in my bedroom, with the bedroom that I actually sleep in. This doubles for me as my makeup room, and then the sofa back there, just in case in a rare event that I do have company. We pull that out, and that's like a double bed or a queen size bed. So it's just trying to be more functional is what I'm trying to do and utilize everything that I have. Another way that I'm thinking, well, I've already put this into progress, is this is me. When I used to go to the grocery store, I always used my bank card. I never used cash. Because why? Because my bank card, I know I have money in the account, so I'm just going up and down the aisles, just chucking stuff in the grocery cart. Next thing I know, I get up to the cashier, and my bill is like $300. Then here's the crazy part. A lot of the times, guys, it's wasteful because the stuff goes bad and I end up throwing it out. So this is what I'm trying, and this is what I'm going to do. I was really conscious of what I was buying this past week, and I know why I started doing that is because I really don't like going to the grocery store. That's number one. Number two, when we were taking care of Mom and I'm working 12, 14 hours a day, there's no way I was going to the grocery store. So I started stocking up so I wouldn't have to make as frequent trips. Well, now, I mean, I'm at home now, and plus when I do go back to work, I don't need to spend as much money. What I'm doing is I'm taking like maybe $100 cash. That's it. I do not need to spend more than that, and I'll make more frequent trips to the grocery store if I need to. And my items aren't going bad on me. And I started using a lot of the items that I have in my cupboards already. For instance, I'm making a turkey bean soup with my leftover turkey carcass. And I was thinking to myself, I just came back from the grocery store and I was like, dang, I forgot to get my 16 bean package of beans. But then I remember I had like a lot of beans in my cupboard. So why would I go ahead and get a package and leave those beans sitting there? So, I mean, it might not be as many different kind of beans as what was in that 16 bean package, but I'm going to still use those beans. So, it's little things like that. I'm really trying to be conscious of what I'm doing, because I am trying to flip it and spend more time with loved ones, spend more money doing fun things, traveling, spending time with my loved ones, and yeah, and saving. So that's a little bit of what I'm going to do this year. And then the next thing is to lose weight. So I'm not going to delve all into that because, you know, it seems like I kind of jinx myself every time I talk about that. But that's my next thing to do. So comment below, tell me what you are really concentrating on for 2015, and tell me, you know, how that's going to improve your life, whether it be decluttering, whether it be losing weight, whether it be, you know, working with all your makeup. Tell me what it is you're going to do. I really like to hear that kind of thing, and we can motivate each other. Okay, guys, thank you. I've rambled on long enough. Thank you for listening to me this long if you sat through the whole video. Okay, guys, I'm going to come back with a makeup basket, my first makeup basket for 2015. So, see you guys. Thanks for watching. And don't forget to subscribe. Bye-bye.